#1 source for the sports gamer.
Coming in at number 10 on our list is Bruce Rondon, reliever for the Detroit Tigers. So this is probably going to be the only common card in this list, but he is indeed a common at 67 overall, but don't let that fool you. He has some of the best stuff in the game, I'd say. He can hit 100 miles an hour, also has a very good slider and a changeup, and he just, for the simple fact that he can hit 100, not many pitchers in the game can hit 100, and he does have a really good slider. You can definitely get this guy for super cheap since he is a common, so definitely make sure you guys check out Bruce Rondon. Coming in at number 9 is closer for the Milwaukee Brewers, Will Smith. This is one of the more underrated lefties in the game. Coming out of your pen, he comes with 4 pitches, 4-seam slider, 2-seam curveball. The good thing about this card is he does have 97 K per 9, 75 hits per 9, and he also does indeed have 99 break on his slider. And also the cool thing about this left-handed reliever is that he comes with a curveball too, so you can use those 2 pitches to offset one another. A lot of lefties in this game do not come with a slider and a curveball, so definitely make sure you guys check out this card. He's a closer for the Milwaukee Brewers, and he's only going to cost you about 600 stubs or so. Coming in at number 8 is the reliever for the Astros, Tony Sipp. He is another good left-handed reliever out of the bullpen. Comes with 4 pitches as well, 4-seam, 2-seam slider change. Has some of the better per 9s in the game at 89 hits per 9, 88 K per 9. He also has very good break on his slider. But I think one of the best things about this guy is his changeup. It can come in around 77 to 78 miles an hour, and it is very deceptive. He doesn't throw too hard. He comes in about 92, 93. But if you need a lefty specialist out of your pen, this is your guy. Make sure you check him out, Tony Sipp, and he's only going to cost you about 160 stubs or so. Coming in at number 7 is Luke Hochevar. He is a 6'5" righty. Comes with 4 pitches, 4-seam cutter, knuckle curve, sinker. Pretty solid per 9s across the board. Even his walks per 9 is at 70. I think this is one of the most unique relievers out there because he kind of reminds me of, he kind of reminds me of Craig Kimbrel in a way, but he also kind of reminds me of a starting pitcher for whatever reason. But he is really unique. He does have a very good cutter, sinker, and knuckle curve, and he can bring it a little bit too. He can hit upper 90s, 97 miles an hour or so. So if you're looking for a unique pitcher with a knuckle curve and a good cutter, make sure you guys check out Luke Hochevar. Coming in number 6 on our list is Carter Capps. Now Carter Capps would be ranked higher in my opinion if this wasn't necessarily a budget list, but I do have to consider the fact that he is usually around 900 stubs, but you can still usually pick him up for under 1,000 stubs. Carter Capps doesn't particularly have the best break in the game. All of his pitches have solid break, but not maxed out break. But the one thing about Carter Capps is he probably has the most deceptive delivery in the game, and he also comes with that 99 K per 9. Very hard to pick up his pitches, and the fact he can hit 98, 99 miles an hour. I think that's really all you can ask for in a pitcher, and he is definitely one of the better relievers in the game, and definitely not only one of the best budget relievers, but one of the best relievers, I should say. So make sure you guys check out Carter Capps, reliever for the Miami Marlins. Number 5 on our list is Jordan Walden, and I kind of consider him a poor man version of Carter Capps. They both have pretty unique deliveries. They both kind of jump at you. He does have good per 9s as well, 84 hits per 9, 89 K per 9. And he comes with a really good slider. His slider, I believe, has maxed out break as well, but he comes with 3 pitches, and he can hit 96, 97. If you're looking to save a little bit on stubs and you don't want to get caps, this is a guy you should definitely check out because he's only going to cost you a couple hundred stubs. So make sure you check out Jordan Walden, reliever for the St. Louis Cardinals. Coming in number 4 on our list is Brad Boxberger, closer for the Tampa Bay Rays. Now this guy actually has some of the best per 9s in the game, and when he has the inside edge advantage, he usually has maxed out hits per 9 and K per 9. So your opponent's PCIs are going to be super small. He also has good pitching clutch, which also affects the size of the PCI. But the interesting thing about this card is he does not have a breaking ball. He does have 99 break on his 4-seam and cutter, so his 4-seam will tell, and his changeup comes in pretty slow as well. But that cutter alone is one of the best pitches in the game. And I think honestly he has the best cutter in the game with 99 break. His cutter isn't too hard either, and you'll get a lot of cheap rollovers, and it's a good way to avoid the sweet spot of the bat. So if you're looking for a unique reliever in your bullpen, definitely check out Brad Boxberger of the Tampa Bay Rays, and he's only going to cost you a couple hundred stubs as well. Coming in number 3 on our list is Joaquin Benoit for the Seattle Mariners. He is a reliever, and he actually has a flashback version that is really similar to this card. But once I checked out this card and saw his attributes, they're actually pretty similar to his flashback, which I was a big fan of. But this card is much cheaper, and he has maxed out hits per 9, 85k per 9, decent walks per 9 as well, and good clutch. And he will also come with 99 break on his slider. Also has good break on all of his pitches, and he can throw 94, 95. And for 700, 500 to 700 stubs, he's definitely a bargain. So make sure you guys check out Joaquin Benoit of the Seattle Mariners. Coming in number 2 on our list is Jake Diekman of the Texas Rangers. Honestly, this is probably my favorite budget left-handed reliever specialist. He has a very unique delivery. He kind of just slings the ball in there. Comes with 3 pitches: sinker, slider, 2-seam, changeup. His sinker, or his 2-seamer I should say, can go up to 98, 99 miles an hour. His sinker has a little bit more movement, and it still hits 96 miles an hour. His slider has almost maxed out break, and this guy has 91k per 9 and 69 hits per 9. Hits per 9 isn't exactly the greatest, but that k per 9 is really good and can get you strikeouts. The only downside of this card is his walks per 9. He is kind of hard to control, but if you guys can manage the control issues, this is definitely one of the best pitchers to try in MLB. Coming in number 1 on our list is the reliever for the White Sox, Nate Jones. Now this is honestly, I think, my favorite budget reliever once I figured out who this guy is. He is very similar to Diekman actually, and I actually consider him to be like a right-handed Jake Diekman. I think they throw the exact same pitches. Nate Jones' primary pitch is a slider, though. It's really the only difference. But this guy has maxed out break on his slider. He can throw up to 98, 99 with his sinker 2-seam. And he's got a good changeup as well. He comes in with 92k per 9, 69 hits per 9, really similar to Diekman again. But the guy is just amazing. You can use that sinker and 2-seamer to jam righties. You can also use it to make lefties, look silly or chase outside the zone. And of course, we can't forget about that slider that just will eat up righties all day. And for only around 100 stubs, you can get it for 100 stubs if you put an order in on him. Definitely one of the best relievers in the game, and I think he is the best budget reliever in the game right now. So make sure you guys check out Nate Jones of the Chicago White Sox. And guys, that's going to do it for the top 10 budget relievers and closers. I hope you guys enjoyed this list. Let me know if there's any more you guys think should be added. Keep in mind, I do account for how much stubs they do cost. Now, I don't necessarily just look at their overalls either. But let me know if there's any other hidden gems out there, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is CardinalBird5 signing out. Peace. Hey guys, this is CardinalBird5, and today I'm going to give you guys some pitching tips and my first impressions on all the pitching interfaces. We're going to start out with classic pitching. We're pitching at the Polo Grounds with Juan Marichal, the new legend added to the game. And yeah, we're going to be talking about classic pitching. So first, let's just go over some of the gameplay options. To select classic pitching interface, you just go to classic. On All-Star difficulty here, you can change some other things too, like API. There's not too much to change to classic though, because it's pretty much just hitting the button